This is hands down the cheapest signature shoe model out there right now, and this is the Adidas Dame X. Okay, so Adidas Dame X, you guys can see this, right? But I've already used this shoe, right? So I can already make a review out of this shoe. This shoe is only 90 bucks, okay? Get that in your heads, 90 bucks for a signature model shoe. Hey, what's good YouTube? It's your boy Dizo and you are watching the ShadeSnSoleS channel. Alright guys, so for today we're going to be doing the real review for the Adidas Dame X, okay? Or otherwise known as Adidas Dame 10. Alright, so this is Dame's 10th signature shoe, and let's go check it out. I've already played in this twice ever since I got these. So I have a little bit of experience with them to tell you guys what to expect when you get them. Okay, this is what you can find in the box. Okay, it's a typical Adidas side Dame box right here with his logo. I'm sorry to hear about what happened to Dame, him being injured and him being waved off by the Milwaukee Bucks. You know, it's sad. It's a sad story, but we're not here to talk about him. We're here to talk about the Adidas Dame 10s, how they feel, and all of that. But before anything else, so a product description read. As you guys can see, let me see. Here, we're at the Adidas website. Okay, Adidas Dame 10 for 90 bucks. All right, for 90 bucks. Available Thursday, July 3rd. Okay. This product description read right here. If you guys want to, you can pause that for yourselves. Alright. But I'm more so on the tech that comes along with it. Unfortunately, Adidas doesn't give too much out when it comes to the tech that their shoes have. Alright, it says regular fit, textile and synthetic upper, textile lining, light strike cushioning, rubber outsole, imported, product color. That's not the product color of my pair, but yeah, that's all they said. Like nobody else, Dame X, latest signature shoe from Adidas basketball. Damimanlillard was designed specifically to let Dame be Dame. A lightweight textile upper provides breathability for elevated performance, while three-dimensional printed accents support the zones of the shoe where it's most needed. Multi-directional traction in the rubber outsole and an ultralight light strike midsole help you generate speed and make dynamic cuts. You're laying with superstar confidence. Signature colorway and Dame logos celebrate the milestones in the life and career of one of basketball's most celebrated players. All right, now that we're done with that, since there's not much videos of the shoe yet online, let's actually do a very detailed look on things. Okay, so one of the things on the traction that I've noticed, okay, was that, not sure what these numbers mean. You guys can probably look it up on the internet. Adidas Basketball presents the 10th signature shoe for Damian Lillard, senior, hailing from East Oakland, California. Brookfield Village to be exact. This is probably the coordinates. Lillard University, legend and breeder of kings. There you go. Then another detail what I found was this one. With the courage to begin and the discipline to endure, victory becomes a matter of time. That is ironic, judging that Dame is injured right now, and you know, I hope he recovers. But yeah, so that is some of the details, the hidden details on the shoe, and then Dame's signature right there, and then his logo obviously right here in the tongue, Adidas in the back. Okay, and then another Adidas logo right here, and then that hidden X right there. All right, So to the traction, all right. They were saying, what were they saying about the traction? Multi-directional traction, the rubber outsole. Okay, multi-directional, yes. What I can tell you about the outsole of this shoe is that it is very good. All right, I could tell you that right now. The court that I was playing in for the past 2 days was very dusty. All right, just keep that in mind. It's very dusty. But for me to say, and you guys can see it here, I've never wiped the sole out of this, right? It's not even probably just this one, right? But other than that, you can't see any dust bunnies or dust clogs being caught on the shoe. So that's one of the good things about it. And it's very safe to say, I really never had any issues with it. Okay. Next is the midsole. Midsole is all light strike. All right, light strike all around. But here's the best part of it, and my experience with it may not be the same experience you're looking for when it comes to this. Well, you have to consider my age, the way I play, and at the same time my past injuries. Okay, taking those into account, this was actually not bad. I would say this is not coming from a bad side of things, but there's nothing special about the midsole except that there's no frills, no gimmicks, and I think that's the best part of it. That's the shoe being $90, right? There's probably no tech at all, or no current tech at all to make this price point go even higher, but at the same time makes you realize maybe back to basics is what we really need. You know, like this doesn't have any extra tech in it. Yeah, I've been very comfortable playing with these regardless of the shoe just having pure light strike on it. The only thing that's stopping the light strike from compressing too much up in the forefoot area is the outer rubber that's extending on the outrigger portion, right? I didn't have lateral problems with these one neither. Okay, if you take a look at the shoe, and the outrigger on this one is very prominent. Same with the outrigger on the medial side of it. So you're pretty much very contained regardless if this is just light strike right here, but then the outer rubber, the covering rubber right here on the toe box area really does the job. All right, as for cushion, it's just enough. It's not too soft when we're talking about in comparison to Boost or anything of that nature. This is, like I said, this is just back to basics. Instead of the old tech, this is kind of the newer tech, but it's the simplest tech that they could put, and I think that worked out just fine with this shoe. Okay, like we don't need the whole extra crap that would make the shoe even more let's say more expensive. Okay, and how you're actually sitting on this shoe, if you guys can see where the creases are, I don't know if you guys can see that, but there's creases right here. You're pretty much very low to the ground with this shoe also. That's what I like about the look, was because this almost looks like that Adidas Yeezy basketball shoe that they came out with, mixed with the fear of God in terms of the proportions of this shoe, but made into a signature shoe of Dame's style. So that's how I can compare this to. On the uppers on this, like I said, no frills, no gimmicks with this shoe. You don't even, there's a contour right here for the heel counter area, but like I said, it's just enough. Okay, it's not way too much. Okay, and at the same time, the insides of the shoe, just enough comfort. Okay, but one thing I really do like about the materials is this outer material right here. the main material, not this overlay right here, but the main material, this white material, not the off-white material, because if you guys can see, it's actually very breathable. Okay, let me try to zoom in a little bit more. Let's do the other side. It's actually very breathable. It's like a TPU coated mesh, right? And because of that, the shoe feels really light. Okay, so this molding right here, it's not hard, it's really flexible. If you guys can see that right now, there you go. Like, it's really a very light material. The upper light material, very breathable, and then the tongue portion is like a one-piece booty connected right here to the back. Okay, it's all textile here in the back. It's not neoprene or anything, but the tongue area is also textile. Yeah, there's no neoprene in any of the areas. Even the booty construction right here, that white part, this part is also just textile. Yep. Okay, usually with Adidas shoes, I never go on the highest lace hole, but with these ones, the reason why I don't do that in most of Adidas shoes is because it bites on my medial ankle. Okay, but for some reason this shoe doesn't, and the shoe is very comfortable. Okay, I pretty much summed up everything from the outsole to the midsole and the upper of the shoe. Yeah, I like the shoe. The sizing of the shoe, I would say go down half a size, and even if I did go down half a size on my Tudor size, which is an 8.5, this is an 8. It feels very comfortable, and this is actually very wide foot friendly. I could say that. Like, this is, the inside of the shoe feels very wide foot friendly. You don't feel any snake bites or any pinching areas at all, unlike the AE ones and the AE ones and the Hardens. This doesn't have any of those. Who would I recommend this shoe for? I would recommend this shoe for old sneakerheads like myself. And the reason why I want to recommend this to old sneakerheads like myself, in terms of old school hoopers like myself, is because this gave me, this may be 2025, but this shoe gave me the feeling of a 90s basketball shoe. Okay, this may not be leather, but the upper on it, because of how thick feeling it is, but very light at the same time. I only say thick feeling because of this portion right here. This looks very big, and it is it does have a lot of padding inside, right? It does have a lot of padding inside. This portion right here looks very big, and then a lot of padding inside. But the shoe doesn't feel heavy at all. And the reason why I say it feels like the 90s shoe is because when those shoes were leather back then, you feel the exact same puffiness of the shoe. If you're ever trying to look for that feeling again, and at the same, but with this shoe, this is very light on the upper. At the same time, I'm recommending this to the old heads because, like I said, I think this shoe is just basically trying to go back to the basics of making a simple shoe, making a cheap shoe that still works. And if I'm not mistaken, this has been one of the very few moments Adidas made a signature shoe below $100. All right, you guys can correct me if I'm wrong on that. Again, just an overall summary. Traction is really good. Light strike, full length light strike, in my opinion, in my feeling and in my experience. I don't think there's any other rubber. I don't even think there's a plate in this. Okay, like I said, no frills, no gimmicks. This is $90. Yeah, you pay for what you get, but for a signature shoe like this, I am actually sold on this. I'm sold on this. Being a old school hooper myself. Alright guys, so there you have it. That is my real review for the Adidas Dame 10s or Dame X. If you guys have any questions or concerns or any issues at all, please comment down below. Just be respectful about it, and I'll try my best to get back to you as soon as I can. If you guys like the video, hit that like button to help me with the algorithm and stuff for everybody else that wants to watch the video. If you guys enjoyed the video and actually want more videos like this, do subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. And yeah, I want to thank you guys for watching. I want to thank you guys for your support. It's your boy Dizo signing off. Peace out.